Beware of violating the election law. Are you aware that the Election Commission of Thailand or ECT has the duties of controlling and supervising elections, selections, and referendums to proceed in an honest and fair manner? The ECT is an independent organization with duties of arranging both local and national elections and of controlling elections, selections, and referendums to be undertaken transparently on honest, just, and lawful principles. In controlling the elections for local assembly members and local administrators, the ECT has the duties of investigating or inquiring when offences relating to the election laws occur. Before announcing the election results, the ECT has the following power: to give an order to suspend or to withhold the election due to actions violating the election laws, to give an order for the holding of a re-election, to temporarily suspend the right to stand for election of a candidate for a period of not more than 1 year. After the temporary suspension of the right to stand for election or after the announcement of the election result, the ECT has the power to submit a petition to the appeal court in order to revoke the right of candidates committing the election fraud and to revoke the right to vote for a period of 10 years for persons committing election fraud. The ECT also controls political campaigns to ensure that they are fair and constructive by issuing all related rules and regulations. For example, campaign methods, prohibited conditions on election campaigns, expenses of election campaigns, etc., that must be complied with by all relevant persons. The penalty includes imprisonment or a fine, or both, or revocation of the right to vote for persons who violate those rules and regulations. Examples of offences committed under Thai election law: campaign by giving or promise to give properties to anyone by giving, offering to give or promising to give properties to any other community or institute, campaign by organizing performances or entertainment events, campaign by giving a treat or agreeing to give a treat to any person, campaign by deceiving, exerting compulsion, threatening, using threatening influence, or insulting by a false statement. Examples of offences committed by voter: remove the ballot papers from the polling places, receive or consent to receive money or properties to vote or to abstain from the vote, joins any betting and election results, committing any acts with falsity with a view to causing others to misunderstand that any candidate acts in violation of or fails to comply with the election laws, notify or give false statements to the Election Commission, commit any acts with falsity with a view to causing others to misunderstand that any candidate acts in violation of or fails to comply with the election laws. With the exception of the provision of laws stipulating offences relating to the election law, the ECT also issues some regulations imposing the prohibited conditions on election campaign as described below. It is prohibited to campaign by using aggressive wordings or incite any unrest in an area. It is prohibited to give any assistance in forms of money, properties, or any other benefits capable of calculation into monetary value to any person, subject to the local tradition which exceeds the amount determined by the ECT. In addition, to ensure a fair election for all candidates, the ECT issues a notification limiting the amount of total expenses for a candidate in an election by taking account of limitations in each local area. It is required that every local assembly member candidates or local administrative candidates have to submit with factual correctness and completeness the account of all incomes and expenses together with all relevant evidence to the Director of Office of the Provincial Election Commission within 90 days of the election date. If any candidate fails to submit such documents within the determined period or intends to submit incomplete or false documents, the penalty shall be either imprisonment or fine or both, and their right to vote shall be revoked by court warrant. It may be better if we choose good and capable persons representing all of us in administrating our locality for the betterment of our society. If you witness any offences relating to election laws, please submit a petition to the office of the Provincial Election Commission which holds that election or to the office of the Election Commission of Thailand. You may report any election fraud via application ตาสับปะรด or you may visit the website of the Office of the Election Commission of Thailand at worldwideweb.ect.go.th for more information about election law or via application Smart Vote.